For the first time ever, Big East women's college basketball takes center stage right here on TNT Sports. And what better way to launch than inside one of the most iconic arenas, Gampel Pavilion, where the defending national champions, the UConn Huskies, are back home and already rolling. UConn opened the season exactly how you'd expect, determined to defend their crown. AZ Fudd embraced the leadership mantle. Sarah Strong making an early statement, and Geno Auriemma's crew looks every bit the powerhouse we've come to expect. Big East women's basketball debuts on TNT Sports with Loyola Chicago and #1 UConn. It's the start of something special, and it all tips off right now. Welcome on into our TNT Sports College Basketball pregame presented by Vanda Pharmaceuticals. I'm Lauren Jbara, and joining me, talk about two icons of the game, Candace Parker, Renee Montgomery. I'm so excited to be back with you guys. How you doing?
I'm great.
Let's go, man. Let's get it.
I know. We have so much to get into today, and we're so excited to be kicking it off right here on truTV. We got a lot of Olympic rings, or Olympic gold medals. We got a lot of championship rings, MVPs, all of that between the two of you. So, you know, we're going to be cooking with some good stuff tonight. But I know you have to be excited, Renee, because we're talking about your UConn Huskies, who right now are #1 in the AP poll, obviously, as they should be. They're trying to defend their national title that they have. I'm excited about this one.
Yeah, it is exciting, but, you know, when you defend a title and you lose a player like Paige Beckers, Coach Auriemma described it as losing like 3 players because she will be the player that gets the rebound for them in a big moment, hits the big shot, or makes the big play. So now someone else is going to have to fill those roles. Obviously, AZ Fudd, Sarah Strong are very capable, but UConn looks like they're going to have one of those years. One thing to note that Coach Auriemma said, which is interesting, he acting brand new to me. He said he's not going to worry about how we win the games and be mad after games that are a win. He doesn't want to win to feel like a loss afterwards. That's new, because I can remember a lot of times that we won, and it felt like a loss to me. So I think he's going in with a new approach that this is a team trying to figure it out. Young players, Star and Sarah Strong, but look like they're going to have a good chance to run it back.
Yeah, Candace, a couple games into the season, what have you seen so far from this UConn team?
No, I think they go as Sarah Strong and AZ Fudd go. Obviously, I've been extremely impressed in the way that Sarah Strong has commanded. I mean, you talk about somebody that's rebounding, getting down the floor, opening up the floor for her
sounds
teammates.
Familiar.
I'm excited to watch this version of the UConn Huskies because I feel like their three-point shot has not fallen early, but when it does, it could be dangerous.
Yeah, very, very dangerous. 3 teams we want to spotlight now. Now we're about 9 days into the regular season. We talk a little about UConn. We're going to be talking about UConn all day today, but the USC Trojans, obviously without their best player this season, but I mean, there's been so many women that have stepped up. I look at Jazzy Davidson too, and I know we're going to get into her in a little bit too, but USC's just looked really dominant now through the first 9 days.
USC upset win over NC State on a dramatic last-second bucket by Jazzy Davidson. I am actually going to be in attendance at the game on Saturday at Crypto.com, where the 2 USCs square off to see who gets to be called the original, real USC. But Jazzy Davidson has done a great job of just settling in. And I think the thing I look for in a young player as a freshman, when you come in and you don't shoot the ball well, then what do? You do other things. And she started off that third quarter against NC State, being aggressive, not shying away from open looks, taking and making big shots. I think she started the half off 5 for 5. And so to be able to reset as a young player right here, that was that bucket, that go-ahead bucket to give them the win. But, I mean, big shoes to fill with Juju out. I don't think you're going to do it just with one player. You're going to do it by committee. And think about London Jones knocking down 4 big trays for them the other day. And so it's going to be fun to watch them square off against USC on Saturday.
I'm really excited about that game. Speaking of SC, obviously they have a little stuff that they want to come back this season. They're looking at UConn. They're like, oof, we don't love how that season ended last year. We want to win the whole thing. What have you seen from them so far, and what are your expectations, Renee, for them this season?
Yeah, I mean, I think Joyce Edwards is going to be the star there. She has a heavy load to fill. They lost 4 key players. They have 1 returning starter in Raven Johnson, who's a point guard. So it is good that if you are returning someone, it's your point guard. to kind of settle in the team. But they're going to have to fill in a lot of holes. They lost Malaysia Fuwahali, which is a big hit. She was coming off the bench last season, but when you look at talent and scoring, she's going to be missed. And speaking of that, so you got South Carolina in this group of top teams. You got LSU. You got to see what Flau'jae is going to do. She's averaging 16 a game. It's a small sample size. We're in the beginning, but she's averaging 16 a game. How is Flau'jae going to do carrying the team? Like, this team will go as Flau'jae goes. Malaysia, she's coming off the bench, but she'll be a big power impact for them. And then also UCLA, when we talk about a lot of teams that are not returning players, they're returning 4 players, and one of the best players in the nation at that. So it's going to be exciting as UConn is looking to defend their title, but there's a lot of talent and a lot of teams out there.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to watch. We're only 9 days in. I'm like, let's get this thing cooking. It's so much fun. Speaking of players to watch now, we look at teams to watch, but players to watch. You mentioned Jazzy Davidson. I mean, she's been so phenomenal now, and it's only been, what, 2 weeks of the regulars, or 2 weeks of the college basketball season. She's been great, and you talked about her a little bit.
And you got to credit Coach Gottlieb doing a great job of putting her in familiar situations. And again, I think her percentages are going to continue to go up as she gets comfortable in this offense with USC. Big shoes to fill. She was thinking she was going to be playing alongside Juju Watson. And so now you have her having the ball in her hands, having to make plays for others. Sarah Strong, again, I cannot speak more highly of someone that is more versatile, can bring the ball up, sets her teammates up. And then, you know, you got to look at the way that she can defend. UConn has switchability as a result of her at the point of attack. And it's just been fun to watch her as a dynamic scorer, but then also on the other end.
Yeah,
of
real
the
quick
floor.
on that, Coach Auriemma said the only knock that he has is he wants her to be more aggressive from start to finish. She kind of lets the game come to her instead of just like attacking right away. She wants to see what her teammates are doing. He wants, like, as soon as from tip off to the end of the game, like, that's her maturation process to understand, like, it's on you now. This team goes where you go.
And we've seen all of the 4s at Connecticut. You think about Nafisa, you think about Brianna Stewart, Swin Cash. Like, having that ability to be that dynamic on the offensive end, it starts with their aggression.
Yeah, and she does a little bit of everything, too. And you saw what she did her freshman season. I'm excited to see the leap that she takes this year. But at the same time, your freshman season, you don't really know what to expect. You're kind of going through it and figuring it out. But sophomore year, you have a little more expectation on your back, too, at the same time.
Well, to win a national championship your freshman year while you're figuring it out, that's a pretty good luxury to have. But I also do want to shout out Audie Crooks because she is, I mean, in the post, when she gets 2 feet in the paint, it is
lights out, baby.
It is over. And, you know, being able to then add Jada Williams, who transferred from Arizona, to come play alongside her, I think that she's going to get easier looks. And so you have a point guard that can get them in sets, that can organize them offensively, you know, and can get things going in transition. I think in the half court, you know where the ball is going, but now in transition, having Jada Williams being able to push the pace, we've seen some ankle breakers early.
She's being kind.
We've seen some ankle breakers early this season with Jada Williams. So I think they're a team that could potentially continue to develop through the year and be in contention to try to, you know, give the Huskies a run for their money.
Give the Huskies a little run for their money. We'll see what ends up happening. But off the court, there's quite a few things going on as well. I know NIL has given some of these players more opportunity to be investors in things, grow their brand in certain ways. Renee, what have you seen?
Yeah, I mean, I just love what's happening with these athletes. Like, you might think conceptually, what could go wrong if I give 18-year-olds millions of dollars? And there's so many things you think of, but it's the what could go right that's happening right now. Juju Watkins becomes one of the new owners in the Boston Legacy FC, alongside Aaliyah Boston, Caleb Williams. I mean, these are, again, even if you look at Aaliyah Boston and Caleb Williams, these are young players in their sport, respectively. We know, Angel, you're an owner of the Angel FC Club, but this is like, you can see what's going on with players in the process that they understand what ownership means in early. I mean, imagine in college, like, you're a team owner in college. That's just insane. But that's what's happening right now.
Yeah.
I love that players are recognizing the power of their brand and they're able to utilize their platform to then better. I mean, equity is what it's about in business. And so for them to be able to have equity at this young of age, I think that that's power for sure.
For 2 owners that have been there, done that, and continue to mentor younger women in this too, it's really cool to be able to see the younger generation.
I wish I'd have had it.
That's how you blow a bag, Juju. That's how you blow the bag.
Let me borrow $5. Let me get $5.
Just five. We'll be back with more after this.